There doesn't seem to be a useful tutorial for jackrouter and asio driver, so I try to do one. Please excuse my Swiss German accent. I hope you don't understand it. First you need to install jackaudio for Windows, and there you in the installer you need to select also to install jackaudio. Then you will get this one. Here you can choose your audio device, and then you can start it. You can go to graphs and see your devices. That's the first thing. Secondly, maybe you would like to have effects on your audio, so you can install Carla version 2. I think it's version 2, and there is many things which is called Carla in the internet, so you search for Carla and jackaudio or Carla and VST, and then you have this here. Then you need to start maybe the engine that's already started. Then you need to go back here, and you see here suddenly this appeared here. So you can go here, you can go here, you can go here, and you can go here. That's the routing for jack, and that's the routing for the effect devices. For example, you can here now add a plugin which appears on the second screen. So I take Surge, that's a free VST with also effect plugin. You have here the rec and here the patch bay. Here, so that's now the VST routing some sort. You can now go here and here and here and here, and that's routed through, and you see you have a lag. But you can do effects now. Hello. Feedback. Hello. And that's not what we wanted. So first I would like to show how to use Surge synthesizer. That's also a free VST, or you can use it also in Linux. In Swiss you say Linux. And then you can have map this MIDI keyboard here, and then you have then again you can go here, show custom user interface, and then select for example buses. I like that, buses. So let's take it to the second screen. So that's the MIDI mapping, and maybe this does not work by default. I now enable external MIDI keyboard, so here one capture device additional appeared. I go here to Carla, I'm not sure which one it is, so let's link them all, and it doesn't work. So there is still something wrong. something. So let's switch it off again. I know what I made. What's wrong? I should have started the check router after I switched it on. So let's stop it and let's restart it, and maybe we now have the devices. And now Carla just died, so you need to stop and start again, and you can save it. And here we again add the surge-vst. So it's not this one. MIDI input. I think that's my mistake. You need to add this one. It should be the last, but it is not. Okay, I don't hear anything. That's because we did not link that here. So it's working again. So now we need to find out which MIDI device it is. It's the second. So let's delete the others. Delete or disconnect, and we can now open the VST and select something to and so I will switch to my 88 keyboard. So it's quite without lag, and I need to have a look if it recorded. It recorded. So another thing is you need, that's the biggest thing, you need to register the DLL by your own for jackrouter. That's the next thing. So we maybe would like to put Ableton also in the loop, in the wiring. And as soon as Ableton started up, it's also here, so we can now. I have licensed the newest, but I did install my computer new, and I wanted to get rid of VBAudio because virtual Voicemeeter, I thought maybe it's better to don't use. So I restarted OBS, and I need to remove that again, and then asio capture device. Maybe I just clicked wrong. I need to select jackrouter and channel. I think the first two we already used. Okay, so now it should appear here too. You see here I somehow took too much of this configuration. You can configure that with in the jackrouter ini. That's here. No, that's not here. router open path. That's this file. I took 16, maybe 8 would have been enough. And maybe I need to restart that it is updated. You need to edit the file, you need to do it as administrator. I tend to do this in the command line prompt, but you need to start it as administrator. Oops. I'm often a Linux user, so I confuse the commands. Router. And here you can do regsvr32, or I confuse. So here you have the command. You just need to put this and then check router.dll, and then it's registered, and then you get this entry here in the registry. Whoop. So in the section of registered DLLs. Okay, but let's go back. We would like to edit the ini file. Here you can edit it and save, because we started that command prompt with administrator privileges, and therefore the notepad we start here inherits the administrative privileges. Okay, so it's maybe not what we wanted, so it's gonna get a bit complicated, and that's the first record. It's a one-shot sample to tutorial, one-shot. First, prima vista, I don't know the English word. If you read scores and do it without learning it, it's called a prima vista. Disconnect. So this OBS would be our sync, so let's send it to Ableton. Let's send this. So we have here the asio input. Let's play here, and we have the desktop audio. We should not have this desktop audio. We should have the asio, but maybe it's my mistake. I think it's this one, and then you can do this one. It's a bit too loud, you cannot change that. So let's disconnect this. So let's route that to Carla, and in Carla we can route it through whole device, effect, and audio input, audio output, whoops, have a voice, we still have voice. That's separate from the check system. And I know I'd say too much. I'm from half of Swiss, Bern. We in Switzerland say people from Bern are slow. Okay, so I hear this now on that, but I cannot hear it on this, so it's we need to do this and this. We can make that a bit less loud. And we have now the click from Ableton, which is completely license free, I guess. And now we can go to Carla and select some echo effect for this one. So maybe one could do the same with Mixxx.